Kind of get prepped. This is our typical FACEIT. Welcome to Cafe Bull Skunk. This is kind of our intro. We're into an NA Master matchup here tonight. Siena Heights taking on Nightmare Rotation here in this bonus Saturday night matchup. Nightmare Rotation, your grand final champions, coming out of Exert Division in Season 3. That concluded back in December, the end of 2024. Rotation and their one-trick wonders. They're not quite one-tricks, but very unique and very much their own play style, where we tend to see a lot of Bastion and a lot of Symmetra. And then Siena Heights. Siena Heights is a team, players made some big names for themselves. We heard Social's name mentioned in this chat just a little bit earlier. Big up-and-coming players, big next-up players here from Siena Heights as they kind of look to form what's next for them here in 2025. So we're ready to get into some map bans. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look at our standings. Coming into this, kind of give you an idea where these two teams are. We're only in a first week of Master Division here. So Master Division just kicked off this week. Oh, they are showing a little wonky because it's map wins are showing up as match wins. So you kind of have to just divide the wins by 3. So basically, Nightmare Rotation are coming in 1-0. And I believe Siena Heights are 0-1. Yeah, or 0-1. Yes. It's weird not going to Overwatch. I'm so used to going to Overwatch, like going in lobby. But, so keep an eye on Arizona. Hot up-and-coming player taking on dirt here tonight. Temp is another one. Temp is a very, very good hit scan. I'm going up against what will be the unusual lineup. It looks like Plato and Aquamarine are in right now. Okay, Aquamarine is in. Those lineups are finalized. All right, and we did get Somoa here picked for first map. And did the FAR ban coming out from Rotation. So that was a Nightmare Rotation ban. And then a Maga ban. And here from Siena Heights. Normal time I go, dirt never loses. You know what? I mean, has it? You know what? I mean, as of right now, I mean, you go, dirt is a expert league champion. You know, I mean, last we saw was nothing but dubs there for Nightmare Rotation. They've won their first match here in Master Division, so you're not wrong. Now, Siena Heights are obviously hoping to change that. It's time to get into our first map. Nightmare Rotation, taking on Siena Heights. Nightmare Rotation it's not quite their debut. It's their second match in Master Division, but it's their first week in Master Division. Siena Heights, they did make it. They made it through Season 2. So played in Master Division for Season 3, which was the last season of 2024 for FACEIT League. So these players have been in Master Division for a season already. A little bit more familiar with the competition at this highest level in FACEIT League. But so far, it's Nightmare Rotation who have the 1-0 lead in the season. 1-0 start to the season, rather. Siena Heights dropping their first one. It's teasing us with a hazard comp, ends up being the Diva comp rollout alongside the Lucio Juno, the double speed in this. And then we get the Echo. We've seen the Echo, I mean, a little bit. I haven't seen a whole lot of Echo. I'm curious how Kirito plans to attack with this one. Then we got Dirt is in, Aquamarine is here. So shouldn't be much surprise if you're familiar with those gamers to see the Roadhog and the Junkrat on the other side right out of the gate. Chosen in the AR as well. This is often a pick here we see out of Chosen. No matter what kind of composition they're running. So I mean, very much a pink comp here out of Nightmare Rotation. You're just looking to get picks and get them early. Doesn't land the hook, but catches Arizona down low. Arizona has to use a lot of that defense matrix to find some safety there out of that center spot. It allows Nightmare Rotation to grab first capture on this point. Oh, there's a hook. Oh, you gotta get that kill though. Social's able to sneak down the hole. Great defense matrix coming in from Arizona to keep their Lucio alive. But Plato sneaks around the outside with the Soj. Kirito is down. And Dirt did a great job of just dancing on and off the point to prevent the cat from being flipped over, allowing Rotation to continue to build percentage through all of this. A little bit of a trade, but that trade's going to favor Nightmare Rotation with that kill on a Moncholo in the back line. And the dominoes really starting to fall here. Siena Heights still have a couple players lingering around on this point. Arizona, yeah, eventually he's gonna reset. This is... That took a little too long, it felt like, when you could have just jumped off the side. It was like, maybe Siena Heights thought they had a play to come re-engage in, but it takes them a bit of time to decide on it. So 50% counting now on the board here for Nightmare rotation. Clips Real, thank you for the follow. Oh shit, Command Face, it's a great idea. That's a thank you. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you, Trash Panda. I will say, that is not going to be on a delay. No spoilers. If you want to spoil yourself, that's be warned. This is on a delay for competitive integrity as far as what you're seeing on your screen. I'm not on a delay, but what you're seeing on your screen is 2 minutes behind the actual action. So you can spoil it for yourself going to that match page. Just be forewarned. Trade of Ultimates here, and it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Plato's going to throw in an overclock to try to bring back a 3v4. Social's sound barrier invested to hang on through that OC, and it works. Point has been flipped. I'm not on a delay, the feed is. It's tired, just a lonely tire, going through a stroll. Nope, denied. Cannot find anything. Start trying to use the whole hog. See if I can get point in this back, point capture back here. I love little take a breather move and kind of snuck around to put Arizona in front of the brunt of all that damage. But now Siena Heights coming in and everybody pointing guns at Dirt for the counter punch. Big haymaker lands, taking Dirt and Chosen out of this fight. Siena Heights on track for the equalizing percentage. Exactly, Dirt Master. Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. Isn't it nice? Big shout out, Hippie. Big shout out. I had to ask a producer friend to come be an observer for me for this one occasion, for this one special occasion. You know, because we got the big raid and all that. Usually I'm a one-man army, right? I do it all by myself. So that's why I have to be on a delay for most of the time, which is the way that, you know, anybody new here, that's the majority of the time that's what will be going on. But tonight, Hippie Prod has volunteered to help us out and be observer for us, so we get this awesome interaction tonight. It's awesome. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Big shout out to Hippie. Duplicate onto the Kirito, but Chosen throws down the real captive son and the doppelganger. Now looking to respond. Kirito doesn't really look like they got much with it. And Nightmare rotation to win an important fight here. Force this into a 99-99 situation. Arizona lucky to get out with their mech, to be honest. Boost producer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Boost producer. Yeah, those bombs happen. Those bombs had to sneak up on you, you know? They sneak up on you. I mean, I just asked Social. You know? Now we got a molten core being thrown on. Here, I believe that's Unite. Oh, no, that's Tip. Actually. Yeah, that's Temp. $99.95 goes into Nightmare Rotation's favor. A little anticlimactic there at the end. As they will take our first sub map.
Score 1-0.
Lexi Love, appreciate you being here, hanging out. Let's typing in chat more clip trimming. Putting Dirt Master to work. I mean, you're right on time. We're only one sub map in here, Lexi Love. They are up 1-0 on Somoa though. Yeah. Oh, and the cutest emotes. I got a lot of new emotes I'm very happy with. I mean, anybody, you know, with the ability to sub, you get some awesome new Beauregard emotes, my doggo. They're just the cutest things. But, I mean, I gotta say, those are amazing. As awesome, as much as I love my new emotes, it's hard to beat the blue kitty. It's hard to beat the blue kitty. Okay, Arizona sticking with the... We're sticking with the Diva alongside the Curator, but Moncello pulls out an Ana. The Ana could certainly be a break point here, but I will say kind of a smart pick because there's not a lot of high mobility on the other side. So Moncholo can kind of station themselves up here to throw anti-nades and damage down towards Dirt's direction. So far, so good in the first fight. You know, we've got a bit of a back and forth. Oh, Aquamarine finds Kirito with the mines. And the Junkrat Master might have just tilted the balance, but there's the power of the anti-nade. Moncholo puts Dirt in the dirt. Arizona got the final blow, but it was the Bionade that did all the work. First cap will go on over to Siena Heights here. Named our team Only Friends. Oh, I liked the fish tank scenes that we were getting over OWCS that was called Only Fins. I thought that was good. I thought that was good. Moncholo with that fantastic first fight. Coming up on a nano boost here. Dirt fought their way into the middle pillar. Just daring anybody to come out for a hook. Dirt's going fishing. Nano's going on to Arizona. They're going hunting. Into the backline. Looking for some supports, but it's Kirito who's watching a respawn timer now. Moncholo has to use that nade defensively this time around just to keep Arizona alive through this. Still player advantage, Nightmare rotation. Looks like everybody's just looking at Arizona's direction. Oh, the hook! As Arizona's flying away, gets hooked right back in. Does have self-destruct to get back in Mac. Fish tank trying to counter the Echo in the sky while our two tanks are still just kind of going mano-y-mano here on the point. Back up, little regroup, re-engage here. Dirt now with a whole hog. We're going to get the Reptile available for Fish tanks as well. Chosen's going to be the first one to use an ultimate, though. The Captive Sun lands right into Moncholo. Just talking about kind of that weak point in the back line being the Ana. Ended up being a very juicy target there for Chosen with this Captive Sun. The rotation can control the point, but you know what? Siena Heights, they managed to build up 73%. I honestly, it's taken me, I've had to like really enunciate the Arizona because at first I was like straight just saying Arizona. Like when I first started casting this squad. And so I try to enunciate the Arizona now, and sometimes I feel like I overdo it even. So I've tried to back off again. Anyway, I'm right there with you. Dirt in a lot of trouble. Will die as the Rip Tire meanders into the point. Does get a D-Mac. Hey, you know what? Shred it out. No big bodies left on the point. Who can win it here and wins the battle of the squishies? Wait, who has an overclock to work with? Who's going to jump up, give chase, pop that ultimate. Finds that pick on a temp immediately. I'll double check, make sure that is temp. There, Civic goes down, and Nightmare will swing this right back around despite losing Dirt early in this fight. Aphex and Kiddick, thank you for the follows. I appreciate y'all being here. The wonderful state of Arizona is 73% towards their next ultimate. I joke, I joke. Arizona, not to be confused with Arizona, the #1 player out of Puerto Rico. Bionade not quite landed, but you know what? You got a little space bot here from Arizona. Yeah, hold on to this. Nano is in socialism getting haunted down in the back while they're waiting to find this opening. It ends up being a nanoed self-destruct, not ideal, and Plato's going to continue to pile on the hurt. Takes down Kirito. The pilot of Arizona did not get back in mech. 83%. One final fight here, and Nightmare rotation firmly controlled. Shows him with another Captive Sun. Gonna immediately pull the trigger on it. First two have been pretty good. That one, a little bit late. Does not catch anything with that one. Double DPS ults here for Siena Heights as they try to force a map 3 on over on the beach. Overclock in, out attempt. Duplicate used onto the whole Roadhog. Nice hook. Wow, how'd that hook land? What a wild hook. This will get the whole hog up immediately. And Kirito making fantastic work of this duplicate. The whole hog, oh my goodness. I don't know if there's enough time for a recontest here, y'all. 93% on the board. It's not looking like it. Not a lot of speed here from Nightmare rotation. They will not make it back. All right. We're headed to the beach to see who takes the coconuts.
Score 1-1.
Oh, it's Krabby. You enjoying munching on the wood deck there? Yep. Yep. Dirt showing us, right? I've actually seen Dirt play the Sigma, I think. I don't know if this will stick, but I have actually seen Dirt play the Sigma, I swear. Known as the Roadhog 1 trick.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
Rocking out on the Sigma here as we head into beach. Bandit also pulling out on here. Moncholo sticking with that Ana that they were able to win it out with in that first map, but you know what? May not have the same result. Maybe just thinking of it as an anti there for the Roadhog, but you're not going to get the Roadhog. You get Dirt with some aggressive positioning, opening up some space for Plato to find first blood. Exactly what Nightmare Rotation hoping to do. Now, I mean, Kirito has moved to the back, but Bandit's able to stay alive through the onslaught. Ooh, Aquamarine not so lucky, though. Plato, you know, finds Social as they were trying to hunt down Kirito, and it ends up being trades back and forth. Got Bionite still doing work as Dirt has to back up first. Cap goes over to Siena Heights. 3v3 still left on this point, I believe. Moncholo and Bandit dead tied in ultimate charge, at least when I first looked up. Moncholo has since snuck away there with a few percentage. And that first nano boost could be a big difference maker here in this next fight. Jumping ship, I'm a Siena Heights fan now. Aw. Hey, you know what? That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Siena Heights looking to get the coconuts here on beach. You're gonna use that nano? You bet you're gonna use that nano. Arizona's bolster moving in against a nano Dirt on the other side. Both of our tanks putting out extra damage, taking less damage. Neither wanting to shoot at each other, it seems like. Arizona finally forces Dirt to turn around and says, hey, you will look at me. Captive Sun in from Chosen. Hits Moncholo in the back. And, excuse me, Social in the back. Gets it done. And Chosen has been spectacular. Those Captive Suns are so good. Chosen uses them very well. That was a rare miss we saw earlier. It feels like every other Captive Sun has been fight winning there out of Chosen. Yeah, the yard gap is real. And Arky Slova, thank you for the follow. You're 25% ahead of Social. I mean, in this series, okay? In this series. Not from Chosen as a whole. In this series. Yeah, hey. Tip of the good opener here. Finds Aquamarine. Oh, a jump over the top. Trying to find Plato. Rest of Nightmare Rotation, they're able to disengage pretty cleanly. Looks like they're going to push around from that right-hand side from this point of view. Plato working on the long side of the beach here with an overclock. This could be a dangerous move if they don't read this. We saw Shockwave have an amazing flank from this outside just earlier today. There's the overclock invested in from Plato on that side. Gonna use it to try to protect. Gets that, at least taking the duplicate out from Kirito. Captain Sun over the top from Social. Finds Aquamarine. So also able to pick up a kill. You see the mark there on the Bandit in the back. Gets it. Oh, Social goes in deep to fight it. Picks up two. Unfortunately, reinforcements have fell all around Social. And the flip comes in from Nightmare Rotation. The Yari dead rival. Dirt is 2 Sigma. We got the Captive Sun. I mean, excuse me, the Gravitic Flux up somewhere in there. I did not see it go out. Cannot speak to its value in that previous fight. Can't speak to 60% on the board. Oh, and Temp with an overclock. Leaping into the beach. Trying to take this beach back. Gets painted already. Really would like to get Plato. You can see, yeah, dancing around. Take that 1v1. Meanwhile, Arizona is the one who finds that final blow. Looking at Chase, Chosen out as well. Into the water with you. You walk the plank, Chosen. Yeah, coconuts abound. Nightmare Rotation forced off the point. We actually didn't get the coconuts. I'm actually kind of mad about that. Where's my coconuts? Goes out of the final fight, Siena Heights. We'll take our first map in the 1-0 lead in the series. Actually, it was a 135 there at the end. Oh, I'm off my kit. There we go. Let's see. We want to go to you. Yeah. Slay the game. Let's look at some stats. Let's check out some stats there from map 1. Tip comes up 21-9. Leading your server in damage at 16k. Good math there from Tip. And with, I mean, that rotation starting off so strong. They're in Volcano. And Plato, I mean, Plato still had 34 and 6. My goodness. Leading elims. Tip versus Plato. All right, that's where my eyes are drawn here for map 2. Map 2, that will be Nightmare Rotation's pick, by the way. So it looks like it's Suravasa was the pick. Oh, hey, don't ignore the score at the top of your screen. Shoot. I don't know what's going on up there. Echo and Juno are the bans. Echo and Juno are the bans. Let's see if I can figure out who banned what. Oh, that on my delay, they're not in yet. So that's one thing, is my stats are also 2 minutes ahead of us. So I gotta be cautious. I gotta be cautious. Fox. Good name. That's a great name. Are the previous bans still effective, or is it just Echo and Juno? It is just Echo and Juno that would be banned out for map number 2. You cannot repeat bans. And so we will not see, let's see, let me go, what was that first ban again? Let's go double check. What was it? It was Maga and Farah. Yeah, I don't want to spoil any scores, so I don't want to click back, but it was Maga and Farah. Those will not be banned out again for the rest of the series. Okay, we are going to get a side swap here heading into map 2. Siena banned the Juno. And there was an Echo ban. They're out of Nightmare Rotation. Get those set for us. We're ready to go once we get in game. We are loading up. Ready to head into this map 2. Here in your bonus Saturday matchup here for NA Master. FACEIT League Season 4. Alrighty, and here's loading. That's enough of our copyright-free music. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But it's time for some Overwatch. Let's get into map 2. Yes, this is not Masters. Masters is a rank in the ladder. This is Master Division. Technically, there's no S in the FACEIT League division. It is Master Division, not plural. Just to separate it, yeah. But yeah, you cannot repeat bans either. You cannot repeat bans. That was just gold. FACEIT League will give me a gold star for pointing out that difference. So forgive me. But yes, you cannot. This is just like OWCS. Loser pick on map. Yeah, you cannot ban 2 tanks or 2 of the same role in a single map. You cannot repeat hero bans in Master Division. Same rules as OWCS. They are looking to adjust Expert Division and below. And there will be changes in playoffs at the very least. No. Again, I'm not worried about the spelling either. It's everybody puts the plural on it. Like I said, just FACEIT, give me a gold star. It's technically Master Division. That's just, yeah. It's a technicality. No. Cheers. Yeah. Kaiser Sose, thank you for the follow. Kaiser Sose. But yeah, Expert Division and lower still have a little bit of funky rules. Aquamarine on Torb. You're not wrong. Aquamarine on Torb. Heartbroken Jim Judy. First cap to Siena Heights. Arizona rolling out of the Wrecking Ball. Not something I recall ever seeing Arizona ever play, honestly.
Hello.
Maybe it's scritching something up there in the gray matter. Not very often, at the very least. Oh, hey, I appreciate you hanging out, Dirtmaster. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. All right. Another rotation coming back in for a second attempt. We do have Dirt back on the Roadhog here for Suravasa. Oh, but Aquamarine dies immediately. Aquamarine goes back into the Junkrat. It just goes down immediately. Arizona into the back line. I mean, like how Tint just casually threw down, you know, a volley of headshots before turning the corner. All right. Market goes to Siena Heights. Where we head next?
Flashpoint.
Oh, ruins. Yep. Cloris, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you.
Railgun charge holding.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Disrupted.
Rotation come back in with the nano boost and the sound barrier to work with. But yeah, they're running into so much. It's continuing rush thrown out here from Siena Heights to kick things off. Dirt was just living inside that Consuming Rush for the longest. Did have the nano and the sound barrier, I suppose, but no kills on the back of that double support ult investment. Oh, and Kiri Toaster lurking in the skies with this barrage. Dirt already goes down. It's actually Tent's overclock. Ends up being the DPS ult invested, and really the only thing needed here for Siena Heights to take the point. I mean, it's pretty heavy investment on both sides. Mines came out amidst that as well. So, I mean, we got, well, 3 ults out of rotation, 4 ults out of Siena Heights. But Siena Heights, that all-important first cap and even a stagger pick here at the end. Social Soda, Arizona, your ball gameplay. This is how you get it done. No fake news. There you go, Aquamarine Tire in from the outside. Perhaps trying to catch Kirito out of the air. Ends up just dropping in the middle, says, yep, we'll settle for that. Kirito slept and immediately woken back up by a Suzu. Ends up kind of coming into flank with Arizona. Ends up making a little bit of a support sandwich up in that top shallow side. That little shallow hallway there.
Hello.
This is going to be tough for a retake. Dirt's considering it. This is going to be tough to retake. Yeah, hopefully it clicks in. Hopefully it clicks in Twisted Freedom. Yeah, if you've done all the things the mods are talking about, then it's all I know from my end. Almost carried a team with stacks to beat Gap and Friends. Hey, shout out the Cosmic Clash. Ted, what an opener. God, that was pretty. That was just wow. I don't know if Bandit's gonna spawn with a head. That was such a good shot. That was nuts. Oh, classic stacks. I don't know. I've never played with stacks. I just know stacks from social media. But, you know, I'm sticking with it. Classic stacks. Then it was on to Dirt amidst the Consuming Rush coming out here from Siena Heights. Slept, woken up. Dirt finally with the ability to pop this whole hog. Primal hog. No, not quite. Turns out the Roadhog's the last one standing. Eventually sent to the bacon factory, courtesy of a concussion blast. Dirt ends up down in the hole. Gotta make sure you wash your bacon before you cook it. Just give her teaming with Leaf Boy. Had to. No, I'm sorry. I would have fair stick, but you know, I had a busy day. Kirito with an opening barrage here, right as Nightmare Rotation try to emerge. And that is going to be a 4-piece there for Kirito on the Pharah. Kirito will deliver. Siena Heights up to match point.
This ends now.
Bandit's going to go in and just a vest rush. See what they can find here. In fact, they're going to pick up a couple of kills. You know, a little morale booster to take on the road. Siena Heights do take the 2-0 when it's all said and done. I mean, you've never seen my Lucio. I don't know that I would say that. Fair stick. I don't know that I would put that one out there. You've never seen my Lucio. Siena Heights moving up to match point. Take a look at some stats there from map 2. I said stats from map 2. Ball and a yard band out. We're headed to Route 66 there from map 3. Windy A, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. What stands out in our stats, friends? What's standing out to y'all? That's map 1. I was about to say it looks very familiar. Woo. Very few deaths there from Siena Heights. Very dominant performance. Only 1 death apiece for both supports and Carry Toaster there on that Pharah. Then once again, we see Temp for the second map in a row come up with most damage in the server. Fair 6 is social, not feeding. Let's go. Well, we said that was a Route 66 with a Wrecking Ball and an Ayari Band. So imagine the Ayari Band coming out from Siena Heights. What is it, puppy? What is it, bud? Beauregard just came in and kicked my door open. Backvision, what's your favorite EU team? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, I am Incendia's content creator, so it'd be, I feel kind of obliged to mention Incendia. I mean, you know, Master Division team, you know, old school players. You got Hybrid and Cookie and some good vets on that squad. I'm a big fan of Sakura. I'm a big fan of Hitori and Zoro. I'm a big fan of VP. I've you know, gotten meet and hang out with Shockwave, and I've been a big Festola fan since like 2020. Festola's been just dominating for a long time, so it's hard for me to pick just one, but there's at least a decent rundown for you. Also love the name Fact Vision. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's HBD Captain Prash and Face in Advance. Also, I forgot to mention them. Yes, I forgot to mention HBD Captain Prash. I'm not sure, Twisted Freedom. I'm not sure. Hopefully you get it. I hope everybody gets their drops. Takes it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's get into map 3. I'm guessing it was Siena Heights abandoning out the Ayari. I'll get that fixed for you. Oh, also got a side swap here. Ball ban for Nightmare Rotation.
2, 1. Attackers.
That tracks.
Stop the payload.
Mr. Overwatch Spotlight drops some site watching the stream the whole. Aw, yeah. Oh, unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Hey, I missed some like the Anaheim drops, even though I was in Anaheim in there, but for the app wouldn't work on my phone. So I missed the exclusive drops for being at the World Finals and being there and getting those exclusive drops that only you got for being there, and I still didn't get them, even though I was there. I feel you. I understand. I understand. Ooh. That's Plato sending a message right here out of the gate. I mean, you get res out, and even though, you know, Temp is back on their feet, but Plato saying, hey, we're not going quietly in tonight. Chosen needs to get topped up, though. Plato and Dirt both low. And Aquamarine, I think Aquamarine got booped off the top by that wall. Looked like it was hard to tell. I think it was on the other side of the wall from our camera. But I think Aquamarine got booped down to the low ground from that. Good. Thank you. I really wanted the Flirty Pap skin for free. Yeah, fair. That it's a good command to have. But just again, spoilers. Spoilers possible. Temperance once again. Character's able to find Chosen though. So big advantage here to Siena Heights. Do not have a whole lot of sustain. Is that Bandit has to throw in this Kitsune Rush, use the double healing or the advanced healing. Does top off Dirt and Plato with that. We're gonna get the Gravitic's Flux coming in. Manages to avoid the downpour, which would have canceled the Flux, but still Arizona finds Aquamarine. Ends up being a trade. Dirt looks like they're in a lot of trouble, though. No way out. The Nano, an extra lifeline on the Dirt, but Kirito is raining some justice. And indeed, Siena Heights just stay on top the whole time. Every time it felt like Nightmare Rotation had an answer, Siena Heights come back with yet another. Chosen loves peeking. It happens. It happens. Hey, I love peeking as an audit too. I get it. I get it. You know, you don't make plays by sticking your head in the sand. Mirror the mercy. Whoop. I think Temp wanted high ground and then saw somebody as they started to coach. I was like, no, never mind. We just got to back up. We just got to back up. Getting hit at from a couple of angles. You see Dirt just kind of emerge from nowhere, trying to get a hook in on a Temp as well. But Temp is able to, you know, kind of twinkle toes their way out of there. Kirito in over the top. Oh, 2 directs on the Bandit. What a sleep, though. Chosen gets the sleep, but unfortunately, that's about all that Nightmare Rotation are going to find, it looks like, here on this particular defense. This is really close to being a cap, too. All right, Jim June has been tough. Aquamarine has had a struggle bus of a series, no doubt. Rory, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, that sleep was nasty. That sleep was nasty. I mean, yeah, that's about all. It didn't result in much, but it was nasty. This is a flank tire. You can hear the tire coming out from up top here, yeah. What was that crazy laugh? I heard that. Temp has a bob in on the point. Kirito very close to another barrage. Felt like Kirito just had barrage up like 30 seconds ago. Pressure onto the hazard would be the name of the game here. Unfortunately, the hook does not land here for Dirt. Now it's just more of those rocket forces from over the top. Arizona pushing in and takes Dirt down on the back of a lot of initial damage coming out from Kirito. Now Kirito can pretty fearlessly walk in for this barrage if they even need it. The accuracy is just ridiculous out of Kirito here in this map on the Farah. Hey! Oh, I don't think it was a map pred. I think it's a full series pred. Yeah. Yeah. No, Trash Panda is usually on top of those things. But yeah, it's just a full series pred. Sorry about that, Brian. Sorry for any confusion. Kitsune Rush here to try to hold, and it's just not enough. This is going to be a fairly enormous time bank here from Siena Heights, and they're on match point. Kirito is a super nasty Farah, like ridiculously good.
To 3, switching sides.
Had a couple follows come through. I think I missed. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody being here. Really does mean the world. Siena Heights do seem to have rotation's number in this series. It started off really close. I mean, rotation won the opening round. But, you know, even on Somoa, we saw Siena Heights, you know, are able to come back, make some adjustments. We saw the Ana kind of come into play at that point.
Ready for battle.
And really have started to run away with it. Oh, my doggo just came in and laid down next to me. Just laying in my office here, enjoying some Overwatch.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
I think Plato might have got distracted by burgers. Speaking of food, I had to shove some. I had to shove some snacks in my mouth. I need snacks. I'm like Brendan Lee Mulligan. I need snacks. I need almonds.
Engaging the enemy. Close your eyes.
He hit claps. Thank you for the follow. Hey, still a chance for rotation to turn this around.
Establishing aerial position.
They're not done yet. Whoa. But if Temp keeps shooting like that, then they could be in real trouble.
Thanks for the assist.
But then Kirito, I mean, look how close Kirito's getting. Just fiercely dropping in point blank. There to find that kill on the bandit. Plato does end up getting the trade. Oh, and Dirt cancels the res. What a good stomp. The critical on the overrun to deny the res. That was pretty spectacular. There's hope, rotation fans out there. There is hope.
Helden sterben nicht.
The Valk in, the fancy moves to stop the cart. And oh my goodness. Social keeping that alive long enough for Arizona to get to the point. Now the nano boost is invested. Arizona sleeping that off there for a moment. Dirt's gonna respond. Does get the cage fight online. There's the stomp. There's the cage. Kirito goes down. Beautiful shot from Plato though, to make sure we're not getting the barrage over the top to kill Dirt like we saw in the previous map. And Plato now has high ground to work with. Couple of headshot kills here through this fight. Nightmare rotation with a really nice push here on in that last engagement. Only using the one ult. Really smart ult economy through that as well. You know, where we saw 3, 4 ults invested in that. We saw 4 ults invested in that from Siena Heights. Only the cage fight was used there from night rotation to win it out. That is huge. That's the kind of macro conservation that can immediately lead into a point you pick up.
This ends now.
It's a nano Plato. That's just fun to say. A Plato having a good time out here. Picks up one lot of damage into Arizona. Oh, gets a little volley in. Not quite enough to finish off Kirito. But the far player has to just duck away back inside of point C. Dirt able to move up towards the walkway. Try to dono wall that point. There's the show. Oh, Plato. That was disgusting. I mean, it gets rezzed. But that means that there's no healing for Kirito in the meantime. Kiritoaster goes down. Tip kind of peeking out from this bottom side. Doesn't get the shot. Nobody's on point here for rotation. Rotation, probably should want to push in this cart. There you go. There you go. Clean up on it, Arizona and Social. And it played out just as I anticipated. Able to cycle their ults beautifully, using only 2 ults in that. A pretty quick walk there for Nightmare rotation through point B, which they needed. I mean, they're facing an enormous time bank on the other side. They've got to keep the good times rolling here and try to keep a comparable time bank. Plato knows all about macros. Oh, I love these emotes. These emotes are adorable, y'all. That's amazing. Arizona 5 a pick. Kirito. Oh! Almost caught. Well, almost caught. What was that? Dirt chose it on the way out. Ends up being a beautiful trade there, though, where early picks went in Siena Heights' favor. But that rotation, swing it back. You know, they get the late trades. Oh, beautiful pick from Marcello from the inside. Cage fight is up, and that's going to be the end of Arizona. Turning the corner, Marcello does get this Kitsune Rush out, but there's a Molten Core over the top of it, courtesy of Aquamarine. Big Purple from Chosen. That actually created some space, but now what can Dirt do with it? Big sleep and just barely in. 3 meters from C9. This defense puts a stop to it. And that was the one opportunity that NTMR rotation had to try to have more time left in the bank. But, you know, still time to bring it around. Ooh. Plato almost got that kill on Moncholo. In on the Arizona. Early damage onto Kirito, and Plato's going to take them down with that overclock. Yeah, Dart's going to get caught in that, though. Plato, though. Woo! Plato gets 4. Plato comes alive here on the back of point C. Temp will eventually put them down, but Chosen finds some revenge. They need to get this in now. Don't let Siena Heights get the stagger in. Social comes up to get a little bit, but goes down. Not able to cycle back out. Here comes Arizona back onto the point. Alongside Kirito, working around the backside on the Tracer. But NTMR rotation are able to handle it. They stand tall. They do not allow the recontest. Still nearly a minute separating our two teams, though.
3-3.
Faded in says Play 2 Nation needs to play better, needs to do better.
Initiating match.
Well, they'll have a chance for some Chris theory here.
Ready for battle.
Or is that Hottie theory? Excuse me. I have a chance for some Hottie theory here.
Coming through.
Siena Heights with more time in the bank. Come right back out immediately on the defense. Arizona's still deciding what exactly they want to roll out with. Does go back into that Diva. Social into this Mercy once again. What an unusual pick. Hey, it works. Somehow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
That's what I was saying.
Stop the pain.
I misspoke. Potty theory is overtime theory. The team with the lesser time usually wins because of overtime spawns. Chris theory is king of the hill. As an underdog team, often either wins the first round and then loses the map, or wins king of the hill and then loses the series. I always forget. I think it's wins control and then loses the series. It's Chris theory. The Kirito, woo! The Kirito punish on this far has just been ridiculous. Just been really no answer. When Dirt in the manga doesn't have much, you know, you're just a big old target. Beautiful sleep. But Kirito had already launched the rocket and put Chosen back into spawn before the sleep dart landed. That's me.
30
It is you, Arizona. It is you. How are the overtime spawn timers? You take 13 seconds to spawn instead of 10 if it is during an overtime. So what that means is often a team with less time, you can get a lot longer spawns on the defense that way. And you can get more space per team fight. Not gonna happen here though. Siena Heights firmly in control with this. They have the ults to close this one out. Temp has been outstanding this whole series.
complete.
As has Arizona.
Score 3-3.
Number one player in Puerto Rico.
Sides.
Leading the charge here for Siena Heights today.
Initiating match.
Nope. Oh. Oh. Trash Panda set up a picture saying my usual mod setup is just all their cats. Like, just hanging out like on their arm and everything. That's great. That's right. That's right. Underdog wins first point, loses second close, and then gets stomped on third. That's right. Was there another theory for the team that wins control and then doesn't win the rest of the series? I thought that was another, like, wins control but can't ever win in. Hey, that's that's CX theory now. We'll just name it after another of that family. I'm officially calling it just to name it. The Merc, I mean, who would have thought of a pharmacy in this year of our Winston, 2025?
Attackers incoming.
Who would have thunk it?
Stop the build.
Every map pool's been rigged because it's a non-dive team. You gotta run dive every time. I mean, that's like saying, you know, you only have to play half the pitch in, you know, football or something. Like, come on, you gotta be able to play both sides. You gotta be able to play the entire length of the field, the entire breadth of Overwatch composition. Kirito over the top, and immediately just good news for Siena Heights. A quick endeavor here in the extra innings for Siena Heights to close it out, as they win their first match here in Season 4 for Master Division. They're going to start off 1-1 here in Season 4. Nightmare rotation fall to 1-1.
Ends now.
Both teams will have the week off next week, as we are going to have perks introduced. I mean, that will apply to FACEIT League just as it will OWCS and everybody else. So we are giving master teams, at least FACEIT League is giving master teams a week to kind of figure that out, get in sync. They have the option to take the week off, which most have, I believe. Yeah, GG's in chat. GG's in chat. That's awesome. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let's take a look at some stats there from map 3. Take a look at some stats. I'll get some background music for you. There you go. That's better. That was a script I actually have made for just specifically for displaying stats here from the FACEIT side, at least. Dude, Carrie took over on the far on that one. Carrie took over on the far. 18K, 28, and 11. A lot of deaths. That's the nature of far. That's the nature of far. Temp had most damage in maps 1 and 2. Social. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Congrats on the big dub. Congrats on the big dub. Y'all put 80, 20. I'm on. No, I was the 19. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, you know, Nightmare Rotation have fans. What can I say? Nightmare Rotation to have fans. But y'all definitely proved yourselves out there today, social. GG's. Congrats on the dub. Congrats on the dub. Big game out of Temp. Huge series out of Temp. I mean, that last map was close. Look at the team fight wins. I mean, it feels like team fight wins are pretty darn even. You know? Deaths are looking fairly close. Elans are looking fairly close just on average. And we're getting Bandit and Chosen actually kind of getting into the thick of it a little bit more, being a little more aggressive. You know, come on, social. Where's the Battle Mercy? I wanted to see more of the Battle Mercy. Why the Mercy pick? Why the Mercy pick? I mean, Rez was coming in good. I will say, Rez was coming in clutch. I think pick comps are pretty expected out of Nightmare Rotation, so I can see that. Gin and tonic. That's clever. Gin and tonic. That's clever. We wanted to see it. Just wanted to see it in action. There you go. Fair enough. I love it. I love it. Wait, can I Mercy here? Nice. All right. Hey, let's get Siena Heights that third point on the board. What are we doing? Let's get Siena Heights that third point on the board. Everybody say thank you, Hippie, in chat. Everybody, give me a thank you, Hippie, in chat, please. A big shout out to our observer. Huge help. Yes, thank you, Hippie. Thank you, Hippie. Let's get some thank you hippies in chat. I could have done this without it. Like, typically I have to go on a delay and stuff, but because of these special circumstances, I would have been turning off the stream and putting on a delay and all that, and that just wouldn't have worked tonight. So, wouldn't have been able to get this match on stream without some help. So, yeah, big shout out, Hippie. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you.